I don't know if I would listen to that in the gym, but it's a bop.
It's from an Apple commercial, like a long time ago.
Yep.
Steve Jobs.
Send us live for our 110 subscribers. And see what we're doing.
Hey, do we have our latest episode on Spotify?
We do.
I'm at 221 somehow.
Good work. Let's go, dude.
Not good enough, man. Come on.
You're getting like 2,000 views a video, man. You're owning.
I'm gonna say that's pretty awesome.
Not every video.
Every one, bro.
Nope.
So for the game, I have recorded the past 6 years of who was the top PDJ earner in that year and how much they earned.
PDJ earner
in that
year.
Come on, Matt.
That's not me.
No, that was me.
Come on, Corey.
You wanted me to listen to music.
No, I wanted you to listen to the raw sound of the 992
it definitely sounds better than it looks. No offense.
You don't like how it looks?
I don't like Porsches. Well, I don't like most. Maybe the newer. Hold on, let me see a picture of it.
I don't care what kind of Porsche it is. It's got to be part of the 911 line.
The frogs. They're frogs.
They made a line after that? I guess.
No, I'm saying like.
Yeah, they're never forgetting.
I feel like I had a heater right there.
That was a heater, but I'm not even going to acknowledge it because it makes me mad.
GT3.
That is. I could have been something, man.
Could have been somebody. Okay,
Max,
so I had the past 6 years of
I don't
top
hate it.
PDJ earner, and well, it's my game, Corey. I'm sorry if it sucks. It's just what I have this week. So I haven't decided the order yet for the first guess. So like you're individually, like I'm gonna go in order of like Matt gets a guess, Tyler gets a guess, Corey gets a guess until somebody guesses the person. If you guess the person correctly, you get 1,000 off your total differential of like you're guessing the person and then how much they earned. So like if Matt guesses 800,000 for 2025 and the reality it was 700,000, he's off 100,000, but he got the person right, so he's 1,000 closer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Go to 2 minutes and 15 seconds of that video. Just start it right there. Just.
Does anyone?
What
have
is
any
Tyler
questions?
talking about? What?
Talking about the Porsche video that I sent in our group.
Holy crap! We're watching full Porsche videos. I don't have a question.
No, we don't have to do it right now. I'm just saying, like.
Tyler, this is what all Porsches look like to me.
Don't be a dick.
Taylor, I told them before you were on that I was gonna do this really funny thing since no one did the challenge, where I record my tech disc stats and then I have you guys guess what they are.
Oh,
and I just knew Tyler was gonna guess ridiculously high, but
I'm not that mean. Come on.
My net did not come in, so I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I can do it next week.
Such a funny segment, yeah, absolutely.
And then in like 3 weeks, I can have Corey do it too, and then we're really set.
So amazing.
I would love to know my numbers for my forehand.
I actually would like to know Tyler's numbers for his forehand.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
Hey, man.
So, Corey, what's your favorite looking car company?
As a whole?
Yeah, I mean, like, who makes good looking cars to you? What company?
Audi.
So
my favorite cars are Ferraris, but Ferrari also has some stinkers.
So I like Audi too, but if I'm to choose Audi over Porsche, I'm choosing Porsche.
Wait, chat, Bricks and Disc Golf just followed my personal Instagram account.
Don't worry, you're not special. He did the same thing to me, Matt. Okay.
I know.
Oh, dude, he sent me a screenshot of Brody texting him. That promo vid was sick.
Let's go.
Guess what? It's your boys that have the best podcast, not part of Foundation.
Exactly.
You guys think we're going to get nominated for a Grippy?
Hell no. We're not even going to get like thought of.
Can we please get a Grippy? Dude,
we should.
Not just win one, just get nominated.
Just get me
Look
nominated.
up the Audi e-tron GT.
So my uncle, my wife's uncle had one. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the car.
It's okay. He had like a bright
cars.
He had a bright orange one.
We're talking cars. Taylor, you ever played Outer
Orange
Wilds?
E-tron GT?
No.
Yes, e-tron.
Just got my homie's Steam family. It was randomly there. Started playing it. Such a heater.
Yes,
Really?
he had one. It was an orange.
The only way you can get that is the gray with the black. There's no
Telling
way.
you right now.
Why did I look up Outer Wilds and the first picture is Drake in bed?
296 GTB.
It is a 10
Bro,
out of 10 on Steam with 60,000 reviews. That's kind of doing numbers.
296.
It's actually it's a beautiful game. It'll probably take you. I haven't finished it yet.
Cards over cars.
Like 15 hours to beat, and it's just a
Ferrari.
Yep. That's my favorite car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Brixton said cards over cars.
Facts.
cards over cars. I got you. I feel you.
There is statistically one more letter in one of those words.
That's true. Good point.
It's quick math.
I work with a guy. He let me drive his GT3, and I like ripped it on like our main interstate. And I said for like about 10 minutes, and then I like pulled over and I said, "I'm done. I cannot handle this at all. Not a chance." Because you can get up to like 100 like so fast, and you're like, "Oh my gosh!" You look down, and you're like, "I'm doing 90. Like I'm in third gear. Like what am I doing?" It's stupid.
I don't know about you, but
I'm feeling.
we were kind of told by Ryan to talk about cards, not cars.
Cards. Well, we can talk cards. Let me see what I got. Hold on.
Actually, I just sent those back out.
Corey, if the weather is in a couple weeks is like it is up here right now, which is typically how like it pushes its way down, it will be perfect. It's like 72 degrees and just barely sunny every day.
That's
And
how
if
it is here too, right now.
Oh, well, but typically it moves its way down, you know.
Yeah, it was
And
88
so I'm
today.
hoping. Gosh, dang. That is RIP, my boy.
Hey man, I'll take 88
Actually,
over
for-
98.
I was gonna say,
I'll be
for Taylor-
chilling.
He's probably Bing chilling with that one. Dude, I built my younger brother's PC for his birthday, and it started first try.
Let's go. That is such a good feeling.
All right, you want to see some cards? Check
It was
this
a
out.
brand new fan, and it was one of the fans that just press right on top. I just took the one with the CPU because it wasn't good enough.
Zapdos.
And I just pick it up and go, "Where's the thermal paste?" And I'm
Team
like,
Up Stamp Edition.
"Oh, it's a thermal pad." I flip my finger over; it's just dead in the middle of the thermal pad thing, just covered in thermal paste. I'm like,
First edition.
Ooh. You know what my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card was?
Say it.
Barrel Dragon.
Oh, nope.
On
Limited
Dark
edition.
Tyler, what total
Nobody
amount
could have planned that better, man.
do you think you
You
have?
knew that was coming, huh?
Apparently.
What'd you say, Matt?
What do you think your total cash amount is in Pokemon cards?
Well, let me just show this. Oh, bam.
Whoa, you got $100.
I was like, you could literally be holding up a toothbrush to me right now. I have no clue.
Bro, I've seen more.
Is it the right one?
Toothbrush collectors, bro.
It's
Hey,
the.
there's a
I don't
market
know what
for
you mean by
something.
right one,
Market for
but
everything.
There's like 2 or 3 different variants to that. It's got to
So
have
this
like a
is-
certain.
this is not the Shadowless, but is the original, not first edition.
Okay, so it's probably
I'm scared to get it PSA graded. I want to go to a place where they do it right there, like at a card show. I don't want to send it somewhere or whatever. Even if it came out of 10, it'd probably be no more than like maybe 5-6 grand. So
probably not.
it's the Shadowless first edition one, which is like the big one, and then it's Shadowless, and then it's first edition, and then the regular, then it's the base set 2.
And there's
And then-
Charmeleon, and then there's Charmander.
Yeah. If you actually the certain cheeked Pikachu, original Pikachu, that's a valuable one too. I'll show you one more thing.
What are we talking about, guys?
I was gonna say, of course, the one night when I said, "Yo, I got to be kind of quick tonight," we're talking about cars for 20 minutes and cards for 20 minutes.
Dude, we can start this thing.
But we were on time to go live, which doesn't.
That is
happen
true.
often.
That is rare.
What's happening?
Tyler, we found the video of you
There's
being racist. We're putting it to.
That's
putting it
fine.
onto X.
That's fine.
We're putting it on X.
We
You're
found
cooked.
the Snapchat archive.
We found those stats.
All right, let's see what I got here. This is my
It's such a bad callback to be making right now. But
this is my cube. This is my cube. So I'll show you some originals. Hitmonchan.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome back to.
Yeah, I'm down.
We can start this.
I'm ready to start too. I'm down. We don't have to do any picks beforehand
Oh my
because there are no
gosh.
picks.
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to episode 47 of Unfinished Business. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the podcast. If you're not joining us live, you should really consider it on Wednesday nights. Tonight, we're just going to recap the Pro Tour Championship because it was a heater. We've got some buy sells, as always. Maybe one of us has those prepared, probably not. And then I've got a game cooked up. So initial reaction to the Pro Tour Championship from everybody.
What? Cool.
Yeah.
One of the most epic battles in disc golf. I think.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it a few times. I'll put it on the record here. Watching that round restored my excitement in watching professional disc golf. Terrible timing since there's not going to be professional disc golf for 4 more months, but it was a heater. That
what
was
part
a ton of fun to
restored
watch.
your faith?
I don't know if it's faith. It was just a very entertaining round to watch, and I feel like I have not felt that way watching a disc golf round in a long time.
Dude, I feel like
What part?
the last like 7 final rounds I've watched, it's like you can't even really show it to someone because it's like one good shot and like 4 bad sometimes. And you're like, this is. But there have also been playing hard courses, but everyone was just throwing heaters of shots.
Yeah, I was
in the
just saying, I
middle
feel
of-
like the level of like outside of Ricky on a few holes in the final round, I would say it's like he started off very slow, but I think it was just the combination of not a clear-cut winner from the beginning. I guess there kind of was because it should have been Ricky, but not a super clear-cut winner. There was a battle taking place, and it wasn't like, I feel like typically in the last few events, it's either like a course I don't want to watch or like somebody's not playing super good, and if it gets exciting, somebody's like giving the tournament away. Whereas this was like back and forth, heater shots, passionate players clapping in each other's face, getting hyped, and it was a good time.
Bro, off the 1 tee, I thought they were going to go 4 for 4 on clapping after they hit their shot.
I do love that Gannon's doing that now because he specifically, I can't remember where this interview came from, but I know he specifically said when Ricky does that, it affects him. So I was glad to see that, like, Gannon doing that back to him. Like that was a solid move from Gannon.
Ricky on like hole 7 had that putt and like freaked out. I was waiting for Gannon to give it back at least once. Like really give it back to him and like look him down. But Gannon didn't big boy him. He never did it. But
I would say he pulled the ultimate big boy by beating him in the tournament.
That is
that is true.
Ricky should have had it in the bag.
the biggest thing that I love about what happened is that Ricky's play style got exposed by someone who knows how to manage a course, because Ricky went balls to the wall the whole time, or at least that's what it felt like, and put himself into trouble. And when he did that, he, instead of taking his medicine, well, actually, I lie. He did take his medicine a couple times by pitching it back into the fairway early on, but like him putting into the tree, like twice, pretty
egregious.
much.
Yeah.
Like you don't need, he didn't need to do that. Like so I'm hoping that like it showed in that play that like course management with good play, obviously, will win over somebody just trying to overpower a course, especially in the woods.
Yeah, you saw it everywhere. Like Gannon is throwing like PD, Nicholas Ansel is throwing PD. Everyone's throwing like whatever that disc is, and then Ricky's like flex forehand with my general, and then it just goes right. He's cooked.
Yeah,
Like,
it almost seemed like Ricky like started off slow, and then like I'm assuming coming around the back of his mind is like, okay, I just have to not throw up a stinker, and like no way I lose 6 strokes, right? And then I think midway through, like Gannon got his 3 strokes really quick, and I think Rick panicked. Like Rick started going for everything, like playing super aggressive. And I think another note on that, this story is floating around everywhere, that Gannon like told Gavin beforehand, like he felt kind of defeated, was like, if I'm going to do it, I need to get 3 strokes in the first 5 holes, which I think that's another level of like golf that we do not see in a lot of players. Like Gannon specifically was thinking about what holes were in front of him, where he can take strokes, and like mapping that out. Whereas a lot of times I think, you know, your Rickies, your ABs, like your talented players are not thinking that way. It's like, I have a hole in front of me, I birdie hole. I move to the next one, I birdie hole. Like that's the mental thought that they have, where Gannon's like really dissecting and like planning out the round to another level that is impressive.
Gannon said it in his like interview afterwards, that exact statement actually.
Yeah, and that has to be scary though from Ricky's perspective, because Gannon can show he can just pop a heater after a heater the whole time, and Ricky's like, I got a lead, and then the lead's gone. So it really does encourage Ricky to say like, I have to get some lead back because I know this guy can shoot a ridiculously low score, and Gannon's just there like, I'm watching Ricky throw as hard as possible, and Gannon and everyone else on the card is smart enough to just throw like a smooth, easy shot. And they're talking about it on commentary. They're like, this is a better because they're actually doing this. But
I think it's almost what we talk about all the time, where like Ricky knew that, you know, after those first 5 holes that Gannon was like in control of the round, and he knew he had to get the box. Like he had to like make something happen to get some momentum, or he wasn't going to have a chance.
Yeah. Momentum's a real thing in sports, in my opinion. There's a lot of people that want to debate that or whatever, but like when you feel the tide shift, like you just got to put the pedal to the metal and keep it going. Gannon did that, and it was fun to watch. It was crazy. Like the lead was gone after like 8 holes or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then I think they were like tied going on to hole 9, and then it just got even crazier. And then on the back 9, they did like a 2-for-1 swap where I think Ricky birdied and Gannon bogeyed because Gannon yeeted it like way over that hill. I think that was hole 13. And then all of a sudden it was a ball game and Ricky was back in the lead. And you're like, okay, cool. Ricky's going to like get the momentum back. And then Ricky just felt like it was being boneheaded. And just, again, it was like, all right, I'm just going to go balls to the wall instead of just like trying to really think like, how do I just cruise and kind of wear down Gannon? It was a great battle back and forth. Don't get me wrong. It was really entertaining. But is this the biggest collapse in this type of moment in disc golf recent history of the PDGA?
Maybe.
No, not PDGA. I'm sorry. Disc golf Pro Tour is what I meant to say.
He's definitely there, but he's definitely up there. But I do understand that, dude, Ricky barely lets up, can't quite get it going, and then Gannon just pops off.
I think the difference in AB to me is that I don't think AB came into the round with that big of a lead. Like I know Calvin, I think, was leading that final round of European Open, where it wasn't until later at the round where it really felt like AB took control. Like this just feels like, I mean, there were a ton of people that I heard, like, I wasn't going to watch the round because it's obvious that Ricky's going to win. And then you look 5 holes in, it's like, oh, I better turn this thing on. Like, this is heating up.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if Ricky birdied the first 3 holes. Yeah. I mean, it would have been over. I mean, he would have just
a very bad time to bogey for the first time in the tournament at the start of the round.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that's a bigger upset. Like, that's just good, like, sports. Like, you always want to see neck and neck.
Yeah, we're not physically upset about it. It's just like, if anything, we're happy.
I'm not saying that.
But I understand it's by the upset, but you're like, what are you up? Like, we're totally fine with that. But yeah, Ricky goes into the day leading by how many strokes?
I think it's a collapse, not an upset.
Yeah. Maybe a collapse is the better word, but
that's what I was saying. Like, I think it's the greatest
thing, an upset.
Upset means I think a collapse is like somebody like lost it. I don't think
in sports that's an upset.
Yeah, upset is where the underdog beats the guy that's like heavily favored. Now we could say that going into the very last round, but I'm saying going into the weekend it wasn't that way. It was Gannon was supposed to win this thing, and then Gannon had the last round who was really down. I think it's more of a collapse, and you could say an upset. I think there's a difference there.
Interesting. Hey, crazy! What did Gannon finish the season with? $211,000 in winnings.
I thought that was part of something.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my goodness!
We're gonna do that real soon.
Nothing. It was hilarious to watch Gannon talk about, like, if I lose this thing and I don't hit that mark, I'm just gonna go play A tiers and beat everyone. Taylor, was it you the one who said it last week? Like, he should just go do that.
Yeah, I heard him on an interview saying that, like, if he got third and he wasn't that close, he wasn't going to do it. But if he specifically got second, that he was going to go, like, his dad lives in Florida or something. He was just going to go, like, terrorize A tiers for a while until he, like, got 200,000.
Would be funnier than Gannon the Grim Reaper just going around for like a month.
Just signs up to your A tier and you're like, well. I don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ezra Robinson for throwing in from everywhere. That was fun
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And he was ready too. He fully flexed the Papa John's disc the second that thing came out of the basket. He turns directly to the camera, flashes the disc, stands there, smiles at them. And
By the way, the man putts with PA1s, which I used to putt with. That was when my putting game I felt like was really heating up when I first got into disc golf. So,
What happened?
so what? Me not putting with the PA1?
Yeah, obviously something had to change.
I wanted to throw something that was a little bit more stable, in my opinion. So I picked up a Luna, and that was totally false. But I started putting well with the Luna, so I stuck together with the Luna for a long time.
But
I like the
fan of
PA1.
how the PA1 feels.
Me too.
It just fits my hand well.
Yep.
Also, shout out to Missy Gannon in FPO. If there's a lot of money on the line, Missy Gannon is probably going to
Money
win.
Missy.
I love the clip of Owen Scoggins like redirecting off a Mando sign to just right under the basket to earn her like $4,000 more. That was sick.
dude, that was insane to watch. I was like, "There's no way that gets over that spot." And then I was like, "Wait, I'm watching a highlight. Why else would it be out?" And then it just tips over that little spot. And I'm like, "Okay."
The highlight is just her missing the Mando.
You know what? I was
It's
just
just
like, I was
grip
just like,
locked. I mean, that thing was like 40 feet off her line that she was trying
it
to
was
throw it
so
on.
far off. But hey, that's luck there. She
I
got
actually-
lucky, and she wasn't even in the woods.
I actually have a question. Did Missy have a better season this year than she did last year?
I think so.
I would say yes, because she got a major this year, right? Did she get a major last year? That's a real question.
I don't know.
It's actually, yeah, I don't know the answer to this either.
I do some quick deductive work here.
Yeah.
She won Ledgestone and Pro Tour Championship last year. A lot of second, a lot of third, but those were her 2 wins last year. And then this year, she won US Women's Dynamic Disc Open, Preserve, European Open Disc Golf Festival, MVP
Doing a
Open,
lot.
and Pro Tour Championship. So I would say, after reading that, emphatically,
Yeah.
yes, she had a better year this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
She's getting good.
I saw somewhere that if she just played, I mean, even just knowing like this year and last year, if she just played the Pro Tour Championship every year, would be making $35,000 a year from one tournament, not counting like Ledgestone or any of the other big ones, like just that one tournament.
She made 104,000 this year.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
That is very solid. Definitely so.
And she made $95 playing in the MPO.
Bro, better than I would do in the MPO.
Yeah, facts.
Mixed doubles at Pro Worlds.
Oh, nice.
She
Yeah.
got second.
Okay.
It's like, what? Is she just
Second
playing like a
won
local B
95
tier
bucks?
in the MPO?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was something. Can we investigate this at some point? I feel like mixed doubles should be paying out more than $95 for second. Like,
Yeah, what
come
the
on.
Dude, it was on cover. Like they had coverage of it and all. What in the
Speaking
world?
of payout was still what, 35,000 for the winners of Pro Tour Championship. I know the overall payout for the Pro Tour Championship was slightly down this year. I think like 300 instead of 320 or something. Does that concern anyone? Any thoughts and opinions on the overall payout decreasing for the highest paying event of the year?
I still don't think it should be the highest paying event, but no, it doesn't concern me.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to be happening with some events in general. So
Yeah.
this is the one it showed up at, which is, it's the highest paying event, so most likely to show up at. But
Why do you think the Pro Tour Championship wouldn't be the highest paying Pro Tour event?
I think it shouldn't be currently based on it being where it is. I think it's a little unfair that not the biggest tournament of the year, but the highest paying tournament of the year is at a very wooded, very different course to the majority of the courses on tour. I do think it should be a priority, which is likely what they're going for at Lynchburg, for it to be at a mix of an open course and a wooded course, more similar to like Worlds.
Calvin Lynchburg.
Calvin Lynchburg Pro Tour Championship 2025. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's all my thoughts on it. I don't have anything else. Anyone else?
I'm more excited just disc golfing.
I'm not
because
gonna lie.
I was
Go
gonna say it's about to be very cold in Michigan. It's October and it's still 70 degrees, and
Yeah,
Michigan
it's hot.
flips like that. So I'm trying to play as much as I can.
I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break. I'm not gonna lie, from the Pro Tour.
Yeah, I am looking back on it, I'm excited for next year being a consistent every other week schedule. I think it just helps with like spectator burnout a little bit, like having it every other week, you know, get your weekend off to really kind of, you know, for us, like dig into a tournament, really kind of prep, talk about it, react to it, time for the next one. I think it's just a better schedule overall for me not being super burnout watching tournaments.
Yeah.
Who is I mean, we have all off season, but just like real quick, who is the one person you're paying attention to this off season?
Isaac's contract's up, right?
Yeah.
I've got-
I'm
you gotta
inclined
be
to say
paying
both the
attention.
Robinsons. I will
Yeah.
say Gannon too, because I know Gannon said he's getting in the gym. He has a gym membership. Somebody's paying for it or something. I heard him say that. So he's going to be trying to bulk up a little bit. And like,
Could you imagine if
what
he
if
shows
Gannon
up
comes
like
back
The
next year
Rock?
like Ezra Aderhold level, just jacked, dude?
But was it 2 off seasons ago, or maybe last off season? He said he worked out for added 10 pounds of weight on his body, whatever that was, and it just instantly made him throw 50 feet farther. So
Yeah, I know.
if
Like
Bro
at
adds
some
another
point
10
a couple
pounds-
years ago, he was mentioning being like, what is he, like 6'4"? And I think he said he was like 140 pounds, like just
Yeah, that's
absolutely
insane.
tiny.
That's really bad if he's 140 pounds.
I can't remember what it is, but he is a
Scrawny
stick.
guy. Yeah.
For some reason, I'm most interested in Paul Macbeth. I don't know. I want to see what kind of things he does this off season.
I wasn't going to get my copium in here, but yeah, I think I'm in here like next year. Paul not having the fresh kid, a little bit more healed from the labrum.
I like Luke
2025 is
Taylor.
a dominant year. According to this random disc golf website, Gannon is 6'6", 175.
175.
That's crazy.
So
He looks like it.
So skinny.
He
bro.
does.
that is
big.
also what I currently weigh, and I am not 6'6". Spoiler alert.
Brixton Disc Golf says Luke Taylor and Ellie Ezra going to pop off.
Yeah, I
big
think
next
Eliezer
year.
is going to have a big year next year.
I like Luke.
yeah.
I'm not sure about Ellie Ezra. She's got a lot of power though. She's fun to watch.
She's got a lot of potential.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
I mean,
Matt,
she
you
has
nailed it on
the
head
power.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Chaos in this podcast here. Go ahead, Taylor.
No,
Go
I
ahead,
was going
somebody.
to say I'm just excited to see where the Robinsons go because I sadly believe that we probably just watched their last round as Prodigy sponsored players, at least for Isaac, and I really would assume that Ezra goes where Isaac goes.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting though, because at this point, I would say most contracts are going to be chipping downwards as we've kind of seen this little bit of decline. So it's interesting how that's going to play out. It'd be so interesting to see some numbers when those contracts come out. But
I just had a hilarious thought. What if they went to Innova and then Discmania put something out there where they're saying all of their players cannot throw all the old Innova plastic? So then Gannon would have to throw all the new stuff, and then Isaac could throw all the old stuff from Discmania.
Yeah, it was kind of. I feel like with newer Innova players, it's weird to me. They just put out a ton of it in the bags, and I can't remember exactly who. I think it was Vinos that I was watching, but was mentioning oh, this is my old S-Line PD, and I was like, that's so weird to see now. I guess just between a new Innova player and some old Discmania in their bags, something doesn't feel right with that now.
yeah.
It'll be interesting to see Eagle McMahon too. He would be my second
Yeah.
watch.
That's a great point.
Yeah, he had a subpar year coming off injury, but I feel like there's no excuse next year. Next year, he needs to go on a winter arc for the next couple months, and then come out firing in February.
Yes, sir.
Another quick one for me, Paige Pierce. I think Paige Pierce could have a chance to really come back definitely stronger next year than this year, especially with Champions Cup being at OTB, which is a course and an event that she historically does very well at. I think that Paige will snag a major there. It's my early prediction, but we'll have a lot of time for predictions.
What if she comes back as Ezra Aderhold?
Just
That
juice,
would be
like,
even
Fully jacked.
insane.
it's terrifying.
I mean, Paige Pierce is 966 rated.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about when it would like there was a time where it was like almost sure that she was going to be the first 1,000 rated FPO player.
Anniken Steen is higher rated than her, 696.
That is surprising.
Yeah, that is.
Man, what if Isaac Robinson just goes to Discraft? Speaking of Paige Pierce.
I actually could see Isaac Robinson fitting at Discraft. A bunch of Discraft pros contracts are up too, right? The Gossage's contract I think might be up. A couple other people.
Oh, he's not going anywhere.
He's
I don't
so
think,
marketable,
I
he's
don't
not going
think,
anywhere.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's going anywhere. But I'm saying, like, I feel like Isaac could fit in there, nice and or like just great. It just
If you had to drop somebody, I don't know who they would drop.
I think AB's contract might be up too. If
I do
if
think
might be
AB's
crazy.
contract is up soon, but I
Those-
also feel like if
those two
Discraft lets
sentences.
AB walk, like there's no
Yeah.
chance.
Those two
Like,
sentences
no, it-
back to back were like ridiculous. It was like, who would they ship out if they had to? AB's
AB?
contract is up.
yeah, there's no
Yeah.
shot.
There's no shot AB goes anywhere. But see, that's the thing. I can't. Maybe Corey Ellis. He's the only Discraft pro I can really think of that would like not even come back. Like I feel like so many people are synonymous with Discraft
Yeah,
at this point.
so tight
you know?
in.
Especially on NPO.
Do you guys think
Uh,
that like out of all the players, I feel like Barella's got to be a top tier of marketable for Discraft of like Macbeth, like Yuli,
The
and then
top.
AB has to be like so high
Oh,
up
yeah.
there as far
Yeah.
as marketability.
Mm-hmm.
All they got to do is find a baseball team and slap their logo on that. Yeah.
Any Phoenix sports franchise just put the AB logo on their color scheme and it goes brazy apparently. It's hilarious. I've listened to like 5 Gannon-Burr interviews in a row and I can't remember which one comes from which. I thought it was hilarious. Like they were asking about rivalries, which I think, a Ricky Gannon rivalry is kind of budding, at least after this tournament. But it was funny. Like he was talking about AB and he was like, yeah, I know AB's cooler than me. Like AB throws farther than me. Like AB's got more fans than me. It was so funny, like hearing him say that. One more point about the Pro Tour Championship that I was thinking about is like, how sad are you if you're Ricky Wysocki and you're like a top tier professional at your sport and you live through the era of Paul Macbeth dominance, you get a couple worlds and now you're right into Gannon-Burr. Like there's just
That's a great
always
point.
that guy.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah,
Bro,
he's cooked.
This year, that guy's a 19-year-old kid who's eating chicken nuggies after the round, bro.
I can't remember how
You're
many
hitting-
it is. I think
Not
Rick
even-
would have won like 4 or 5 tournaments this year that he came in second to Gannon at.
Dude, you're hitting cold plunges and trying to do everything possible, and Gannon-Burr's throwing forehand function.
It's like eating chicken nuggets and like
Yeah.
doing
even that,
building
but
Legos after like
Yeah, he's screwing around in his off time. Like eating those hot, spicy poppers, as many as he can.
that's got to affect the digestive system.
Yeah,
Hey,
for sure.
19, you can do what you want.
That's true.
19 and making millions of frisbee dollars.
Oh, can we also just say though, Gannon was like having some of the luckiest kicks of all time through the
Oh,
wood. So
absolutely.
He had some
absolutely.
gnarly ones, dude. The one kick off one of the first holes where it hits and it's coming in. It has the potential of either going in the woods right or in the woods left. It perfectly squares the tree, bounces back, and just lands in the dead middle of the fairway.
right in the
And
middle. Yep.
I'm like, wow, bro. Like, goodness. But no, you're right. That boy's lucky.
All right, we got any more thoughts on the Pro Tour Championship?
Very entertaining. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed going back and watching it.
Super fun to watch. Well, let's rip into to some buy sells. Or Matt, do you want to mention the weekly challenge this week?
Did anyone do the weekly challenge on top or after we gave the extra week? Corey, did you talk about it last week?
No,
Okay, then we
because
can have-
no one else did it.
Well, yeah, I
did
know.
it. It's
but
just with a meme disc.
I half did it, and then who knows what Tyler did. Corey, tell us your thoughts.
We
What
got no time to go
you
through
took
anything
your-
right now.
you took your lavender launcher, your finish line interval out, and how was throwing a distance driver on every single hole?
So first off, I'm back at my local, so it was a lot easier. I almost went back and played the mid round and the fairway round this week just to like have all of them
Have a
in the
bar.
same location. I didn't end up doing that though. The interval is amazing, and it worked out pretty well for my course. I'm trying to figure out. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, I shot even with 1 bogey and 1 birdie. I think the only reason I got a bogey was because I put it in the trees. I just turned it over too much. It's a big flex, like 450 or something like that.
Okay.
And there's a tree line on the right. You kind of just want to get close to it, but I just put it directly in it, so I had to pitch out. And then the birdie, I should have had way more birdies than that, honestly. But having a driver almost seemed easier for approaches than like a fairway
Yeah, I think
from the week before.
I think I 100% agree with you because like
Yeah,
then you just know for a fact it's going to have stability when you throw it really really slow.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah,
like,
and you kind of just like finesse a little Anheuser, and it'll float wherever you need it. So
I 100% agree with you. Yeah, in my head that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Okay, in your kit, Corey's the only one who's fully completed all of them. What was the best round? Putter mid, fairway,
I
driver.
know you meant out of the one person.
Oh, what was what was the best round as someone who's done all 4 weeks of the challenge?
Putter.
It's taken us 8 weeks. Yeah, I think I would.
It's the most comfortable. You can throw it as hard as you want for like the holes that you can throw far. It's just more workable, more comfortable in the hand, and honestly, everyone should throw a putter only round to like actually kind of just find yourself. You know, you got to go in the woods with just
Center
one
your
frisbee and
chakras.
just find yourself. Can't really find yourself with a driver. Unless you're just starting out and you don't know anything.
To be too
Other
focused
than
on
that.
finding the driver if you're
Yeah,
me,
and
because
yeah,
I lost it there.
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. Here's the only thing I'll say is I thought about doing that challenge and realized I actually don't have a distance driver that goes straight for me. They just all go really, really far right because I throw them all soft. And I went into a field and tried to throw them hard, and they just all went right. So I'm cooked. Looking for suggestions.
Mamba.
The Mambas are all turning. I don't know what to tell you. I got a little better nose angle right now, and it's.
Are you saying
it's that
everything's
tech disc.
too understable?
Like I can throw it on hyzer more and more, but yeah, everything is. I'm used to throwing 60% and getting them to go straight and turn, and so I'm not like on the holes I was like, oh, I'll power up on, like, or I'm thinking about that. They're all. I have nothing I can power up on in a distance driver. Is what I'm saying, because I'm so used to throwing like the 60 or. Because that's the only way I can maintain a good nose angle integrity is to throw that like 60 or 70%. But
Okay.
just noticed it when I was looking at my bag. We're trying stuff out. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for me. Corey was the only one who completed our challenge. Fellas, are we ready for the next challenge here? Are we cooking?
I'm so
here?
ready. I'm so ready.
I've been ready.
Corey's been ready.
Corey's
Here's the
born
issue.
ready.
Taylor's not going to be ready for this challenge
Uh-oh.
because Taylor doesn't have this disc in his bag, from my understanding.
Which one is it? Because
Please don't say it. I
Which
hate
one?
this disc.
Oh, what disc are you talking about? Calm down. Calm down, brother.
all right, what
Whoa.
disc? What disc? What disc? is it?
I'm not going
We're
specific
in
to a
suspense.
disc. I'm saying we're going overstable approach disc. This is your 9 holes. And I don't even know if Taylor throws an overstable approach disc,
Yeah, I got one.
like a zone style disc.
Yeah, I got the Alpha
What's a
Fjord.
tomb?
No,
Yeah,
Tom's not that
Fjord. I
stable.
forgot about the Fjord. Yeah, Tomb's like, yeah. So I assume Corey and I will throw chicanes. Because why would we not? Tyler, what would you throw? Are you zoning right now? Depending on if I actually ship you out that chicane.
I guess I'm a zone. Yeah, I got a
Zone.
million. I got a million zones now.
Okay, so we're doing overstable approach disc. In my head, that was like the immediate slot that anytime you find yourself outside of circle, you're probably going to end up using, or you can use an overstable approach disc either on backhand or forehand.
I'm gonna
So
hate
we're
that.
going there for the challenge.
I'm gonna. Hate that.
I'm going to be honest, it's going to cook me.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
You're not even
I'm
going
gonna
to do the
try.
round, Tyler. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, buddy.
Got him. Got him.
I'm disappointing everyone these days. Don't worry. I'm supposed to be reading this big book in a group I'm in, and I haven't read a single thing. And I show up every week saying, "Nope, didn't read." And so they told me I could not show up. It's literally tomorrow night if I don't read. So
What's the book?
We know what Tyler's doing after the podcast.
Yeah.
Is there a movie?
No, there's no movie. It's a philosophical book. It's like 1,000 pages.
Oh my goodness, you're
There's
cooked.
Spark
You're
notes.
cooked.
Somebody spark
So
notes.
watch The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the book's upstairs. I wish I could show it to you because it's ridiculous. So, yeah.
Anyways, here, I'll close this out here on this part. If you want to participate in the weekly challenge, take your overstable approach disc to a 9-hole course, play 9 holes with that and your putting putters. Record the full UDisc stats and pop them in the Discord of the weekly challenge. We'll talk about what we noticed using that. Tyler, what disc were you afraid I was about to say?
Torque.
The Torque.
Oh,
But then I forgot Taylor owns a Torque, and he's been throwing it every day. So
Love that thing. Also, for anyone out there and you're confused where to find the Discord, if you go to our YouTube channel, it is in the bio, the about, the description. It's up there. There's a link to the Discord. So
I think it's also on our Instagram.
after the fact.
join for free. Come see what we talk about.
It
Come
is
talk with us.
free.
It'll be a blast.
$0. Matthew
And we do
is
talk every
pretty
day.
racist.
Well,
Oh.
I
Well-
thought that part of the chat was locked.
Tyler will post his full address in there many times.
That is,
that is
you
true,
can go
actually.
find it.
But
In
which
perpetuity.
stinks because I need Tyler to send it to me again because I forgot to write it down.
Just search it.
1600.
It's in there.
Listen, you want me to do your dumb challenge, but I'm working with children here who need me to post my stuff multiple times.
1600.
Dude, I thought you were just gonna send it to me in a text
1600
message,
Pennsylvania Avenue,
and then
Washington D.C.
and then we've posted 18 million things from us and Scott arguing about something in there. We're cooked, or bringing Brixton in to argue about something. Who knows?
Just search in the Discord. See, that's a great thing about Discord. If you're watching
It's
or
there.
listening, just search, and you can go find any of our conversations.
in
And our sponsor of this episode is Discord.
Discord.gg.
All right,
Listen,
Taylor,
I'm gonna do my very best to do all of
He's
the
gonna
challenges
do his
like by
very
next
best.
week and report back. I'll try my best.
all of the challenges by next week.
What if you just
I
do
was-
all the challenges in one round? Just like play a
Throw
putter
four
mid
normal.
driver. Just
With your bag.
I'll try to get 2 of them out of the way to Friday.
How far back are you? Did you do fairways?
No.
Oh,
no.
my goodness. You
I didn't think about
the
fairways?
doing that,
punishment.
though.
The punishment for this should be Tyler has to do a torque only round now.
Yeah.
That's the
and
punishment.
record it. And,
And
record it.
film it, and I will
Yes.
edit that.
Yes, that's so good.
Film
That would
it,
be
and I
hilarious.
will
9
edit
holes or
that.
18?
That's so funny. Okay, you
we
film
can
it 9 holes as a challenge. Corey edits it, and then me, Corey, and Matt all do commentary on it.
Oh man.
That would be so funny.
Yes.
That's
that-
an off-season episode. We just watch this
Yeah.
video and do commentary on it.
Yes.
All right, that's it for weekly challenges. Please participate. We have fun with it. It's cool to see how everyone's doing. And it's also cool with those stats to find out that the reason that Tyler shot 4 over and I shot 1 over was really just he was bad at putting and he was getting in the circle the same amount as I was, or something like that. So
My game has been so bad lately. So that's why like
But you
Man.
can't read.
Only up.
Yeah.
Only up from here.
yeah.
all right, that's it for me. Let's
All right.
let's move
Let's,
on.
All right,
let's
what's
move
next?
into some
What's
buy
next?
sells.
What's
Who's
next?
buying and who's selling? I got mine both ready. Do we
Me
want to
too.
start with
Me
buy
too.
or sell this week?
I like.
Let's go buy.
Okay, I'll let it happen. I like ending on buy because it's a high note, but we'll go with what Corey wants.
I'm
Well,
selling,
my sell is a high note.
I'm selling the opinions of local disc golfers. So I moved to where I live now 3 years ago. I've lived here for like 3 years. When I first moved here, the very first round I played, I pulled up to the course. There's like some guys warming up. They're like, hey, you want to play? I was like, sure. So we're going in. They're asking me like what courses I've played. And like, this is literally the first time I played since I moved here. And this guy specifically, all 3 of the people in this card are like, yeah, don't go to Eastgate. Never go play that course. It's terrible. Not worth your time. It's like a little bit farther out of town. Just don't go ever. So I've never gone. I trusted those 3 gentlemen with my life. I went last week. It is the best course in town. Like by far the best course in town. The back 9, a few holes do kind of suck, but it's just hard. Like there's several holes where like baskets are like 10 to 15 feet
Good.
from water, and like there's par
Need some of
4s and
that.
5s.
Throw some
It's
Arizona peaches.
so good, and I'm so mad. I can't wait to film a video there because it is the best course in town.
And how long have you lived there for?
3 years. First
And you've
time
never
I've
played there
I've
for
never
Holy
played there.
That's a shame on you.
I
Shame on you.
trusted the gentleman on my card with their opinion, man. They were vehemently telling me to never go there, so I trusted
There
them.
are courses around my area we know are booty, and we still suck it up and go play it because we know we need to get a good variety in. We got to play it.
It's fair. That's fair.
Embrace-
It is shame on
embrace
me
the
as well.
stuff.
But that course is sick, so hopefully
That's
I'll
hilarious.
be able to
Though.
film it pretty soon.
When you told us that, I was dying.
Yeah, that was so funny to hear. But all right, Corey, you want to go for yours?
Yeah, I am buying Ezra Robinson next year.
Yeah.
I think this
stock.
these rounds really opened up his eyes to like, hey, I could probably be on lead card all the time.
It's like, hey, I can play good.
Yeah.
Well, every time he was on lead card this year, he was butt. So hopefully that switches.
But I think this really like
Hopefully.
put him in the limelight. People were cheering for him.
I do think this was a great experience of Ezra was on the lead card, but like Ezra
good
was a
point.
spectator at the end of the day. Like I remember like Brian said on the live coverage that he specifically went up to him and was like, this is so exciting. Like, this is the most fun to watch right now. And like, I am a part of it. Like, so I think it was a good, like low pressure environment of like, there was a big gap between, like second, him, third, fourth. Like he could kind of just go have fun and still experience like the gallery being on lead card in a way that's not like super nerve wracking, which I think is probably a big plus for him.
The only thing that makes me a little worried is about if he changes companies next year. Only thing, not that big a deal, I don't think, but one thing that I would be thinking about for sure. But I am very high on Ezra too. That's a great one, Corey.
Yeah. I just realized Corey did his buy, Taylor did his sell. We live,
Yeah, I'm an
good.
idiot. Corey says to do buys.
we live like that.
So
Here, let me do my. Let me
I
do
like
my
that we
buy.
just do whatever anyway.
you
Yeah.
want, man.
I am buying a disc golf course no matter what. Okay. I played a course last weekend. In the course, let me run you through what they had. Two different kinds of baskets. They had a wooden slat for a tee pad, no tee pad, gravel tee pads, a giant wooden or a giant piece of wood in front marking the tee pad, and nice, super nice turf tee pads. And it changed every hole. Every hole you gambled on the chance of, was there a tee pad? Was there not? Is it a nice one? Are we on old mock baskets? Are we on brand new Innova baskets? And at the end of the day, I was still happier there was a course there than not. Because every time, like, I'll have people who be like, dude, this course stinks. And it's like, yeah, but at least there's one. You can never be upset that there is a course. Maybe there's one or two that are real stinkers, but at least there's one that exists. And I played that course and it was so much fun, but it has such low ratings because, yeah, it's kind of irritating that I had to make up a tee pad on like 3 holes and just guess off UDisc. But still, worth it, even with all those weird things. That's what I'm buying.
Yeah, better than nothing.
I think the people that you're talking about are like the whole. There's like levels to like expectation. Like when you have like rich people and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they don't have gold toilet paper. And you're like, yeah, because that's normal. And then you go to your buddy's house who can't afford anything. And they're like, I'm just glad we have toilet paper.
Yeah. No,
That's-
yeah. And
that's
I
the
was
disc golf
Better
course.
perspective.
I want to, like I said, I'm like, hey, let's a low UDisc rating, but I got there and played it, and it's like that gave me a good perspective on like how much I was going to get in. So when I hit that random turf tee pad on hole 8 that was really nice and made
a
in the last
blessing.
like 6 months, I was like, ooh la la. And the next tee pad I teed off from the side of a baseball field, and I had a chain link fence in my way. But that's how it is. That's mine. That's my buy. Tyler, your buy, young man.
So I've barely been playing disc golf, and when I have played, I don't know, like my body can't remember how to throw and everything like that. So I am buying, just letting random people essentially tell me what I should be throwing in the wintertime. So that's what I did. Is I put a bunch of slots out there for everyone to vote. I think anyone that was here last week, I did it at the very end where I started putting some disc up on my Instagram, and people voted. And so I'm just excited to throw a different bag, and hopefully that will invigorate my.
You look so excited right now.
Yes, you've never been more pumped
Super
about
excited.
I gotta be honest. I haven't been excited to play disc golf in a very long time, and it's really sad. I'm not happy about it, and I'm cramping right now.
Go back and watch our vlog.
this. That's what you need for the
Yes.
culture.
I did do that. That's the sad part. I did it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
And that didn't do it for you? That's impossible.
You know that meme of that Mexican guy just standing around?
Yes.
That's
All right,
what you look
okay.
like right now.
Okay. Can I say something that's really funny? You mentioned that is that I was thinking like if I filmed another video, that is what I would do is try to do all those poses while commentating and like, hey, like disc golf hasn't been fun. This is what I'm doing to try to make it fun. Put new disc in the bag and everything like that. So it's funny you mentioned that because that's exactly
Tyler, you know what it is? You have
What?
the mental weight of having to read this philosophical book that you've been putting off, and you're disc golfing instead, so you feel guilty about it.
no. I mean, the real answer is I've been waiting for I've been waiting for something, and I've been working really hard to get it. That hasn't been disc golf related. So, it's also the thing is when you go out and play disc golf, it's like nice if you throw some good shots. You know, it's like regular golf, right? You go out and you suck and you hit like that one good shot, and that's what brings you back.
Yeah.
I haven't hit that one good shot yet when I've gone out the last 2 times to play disc golf. So
We'll get there eventually, buddy.
That is super sad. That is super sad.
yeah, it was like I once knew how to do this game and I was like pretty decent at it, and now it's like I don't even know what's going on. And it's like beautiful weather to go play too. It's been like bright and sunny. We've had no rain here. Like we literally have a fire danger warning tomorrow because of how dry it's been. And it's like 70 degrees and sunny. You could not ask for better disc golf weather. No desire to go out and play. But I'm going to force myself to go out and play.
All right, Brody, chill out.
Yeah, calm down, man.
Bro's gonna start carrying a cart next.
I was
What are we gonna do?
literally just
now?
gonna say put him on the card.
And I was ripping some showing you my cards before we got started.
Yeah.
So
There it
You're
is.
cooked,
The
man.
transformation's complete.
I am cooked.
Taylor, you did your
F in the chat for me, by the way. F in
Yeah,
the chat.
Yes,
F
I
in the
have
chat.
my-
You did your buy. You have to do your sell, or what is it? Vice versa.
I did my sell. I have my buy. I am
Go for your buy
buying
now.
that this record, this cash record that Gannon just set with this PDJ season is going to last for a while. I think one, it was an incredible season. Two, payouts are starting to decline. I think we've still seen the inflated payouts from COVID, and they're just kind of starting to go back down. I expect that trend to continue. I think payouts will continue to be lower into next year, and I also think it is going to be, talk about it all the time, harder and harder to have the kind of season that Gannon just had. So I think that this record's going to stand for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. On coverage, they were saying like, I think it's or on Jomez, I should say. they're like-
Jomez, yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
they're like-
oh, it'll be beaten every year. I'm like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm
do you
like,
know what Gannon
so-
did this year?
he has
Yeah.
no. Yeah, Big Drum's like, yeah, or Paul. I don't know. They were like, yeah, it's gonna be beaten every year. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Buddy won so many events. Like, unless you think the payouts are gonna double by next year, it's staying for a while. So,
No,
yeah.
but I do see where Gannon could win more.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
is-
realistically, if you swap in
Oh.
some of the tournaments Gannon didn't win with like a Worlds, like another like really high paying event, he definitely would be the candidate where I'm like, yeah, Gannon could break that again. But I mean, it would take an insane season.
I mean, he won 2 majors and a pro tour. So
Yeah, he won every Elite
Yeah,
Plus
but-
event, Pro Tour Championship, 2 majors. So
all the big money events,
he won-
honestly.
if he won
he just did it-
Leadstone, like it'd be zooming. Who did win Leadstone this year? I already forgot.
But think about it. If he wins everything that he won this year, plus like 1 or 2 more events, plus he goes down to Florida to his dad's and just
He
takes
did win
like
Leadstone. I'm
$4,000.
stupid.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I was gonna say I thought it was Gannon, but I didn't want to
No,
like
I'm
try to
sorry.
correct you and be
No,
wrong.
I'm an idiot.
It's
He
okay.
could do it. He could do it.
Pretty sick though. Yeah, I agree with your take, Taylor. 100%. All right, who else has their?
You guys all
We
have
have
cells
five
now,
now.
I think.
We now have
Or
cells.
smells, yeah.
Who's got their cells? I'll go last on mine. Corey, you said yours ripped, ready to go.
Yeah. I'm selling 3D printed discs.
Oh no!
Nope. Not in that way. I'm
He's
literally selling them. So
Got
this
'em.
is a brand new
Got me.
NSH. This is an ad, by the way. This is a brand new
Sponsored content.
NSH Warp, which is a disc that I personally created with Jason at NSH. Super, super, super overstable 6-speed. Called the Warp because it warps through the air. Video coming out Friday on my channel. And then
At
as soon as this
Corn
gets
Bob Disc Golf.
PDGA approved, it is going to have a completely Corey stamp that you can also go buy. So I'm selling them. Haha. Really good. Really good. He actually sent me 2 different variants. Oh, the other one's up on the wall. Thinner. I thought thinner meant more overstable. Holy crap. I don't know what that disc is. It is 2 completely different discs.
Yeah, I will say quickly too, quick plug. If you are a disc golf content person and are looking for a sponsorship, Jason and NSH are the best people in the world.
Yeah.
I love them so much.
Well, congrats.
I'm
That's
so
super
excited.
sick.
Very cool.
Excited.
I almost I think I was messaging you or saying something where I was something about like getting an extreme, and then you started talking about that disc, and I was like, oh man, now I gotta wait.
Yeah, but I said it would be cool for this. And then
Yeah.
he said, okay, what color? And I said, I like red and maybe white. And then he did red and white. And then he said, what's your address? Because I'm going to ship them tomorrow. And I'm like, what do you mean ship them tomorrow? I forgot 3D printed discs. Like as soon as it's done, it's done. You don't have to make like a $30,000 mold and everything like
Yeah,
that.
no, Corey could attest. I had the idea of doing like the spring variant of my disc, and I was asking Corey for the artwork, and I was like, oh, I need this like now because Jason wants to send me one like tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wild.
So
That's sick.
pretty cool. And I'll make sure you get one of these.
I'm excited.
Yep.
Are you? Because my last disc, my
Didn't
last
go
disc,
over
you were
so
like,
well.
kind of
was
hate it.
I was the first one to buy it.
Yeah,
Let's-
and you were
let's
the
be
first
real.
one to hate it too.
That is true. I have to give him that one.
Hey, speaking
thought I'd be
of
more-
finish line signature disc stamps, be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Peepers.
What's that? What's it gonna be on?
Who knows how far down the line this actually is, because they've been chefing up like 10% done for like
Since like May.
yeah,
Since like June maybe.
the stamp has been done, but the actual like thing that's going on, we were like, what are you talking about? Who knows how deep in the pipeline they are for this, but hopefully so.
All right, I'll go right into my sell. I am selling the old guard. It's done. It's over. They're all cooked. Paul cooked. Ricky cooked. Conrad cooked. I hate saying this. Kevin Jones cooked. All those guys cooked. They're done. They're just done. All these new pups, they're exciting to watch, and they're good disc golfers. And I think Drew, like it's starting to really set in with Drew, but from his tweet that Taylor talked about last week about how the rating that whatever it was 6 years ago or whenever to what it is now at USDGC, and what you know where you would have placed it for a different rating. People are just getting really good, man. And those other guys, I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to really compete, because people are good at disc golf. Like for example, Brixton brought up, like Luke Taylor came out of nowhere. Dude's like 19, 20 years old, and Corey's gone.
Corey's
That's
out of
sad.
here. You made him mad.
I knew it would make him mad. It was just bound to happen. But like there's a bunch of guys that are like 18, 19, 20 years old who are all very good now.
Yeah.
So
No,
all the
this
guys-
tournament, I definitely agree. This tournament really, like watching it, felt like a torch is being passed moment a little bit,
Yeah.
for sure.
yeah. And it's sad because we all want to see Paul Ricky one more time. It's like
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is, but it's like that. It's like the saying where it's like you don't know when the last time is going to be or whatever,
Mhm.
you know. So like you could say like Tom Brady, he didn't know when his last touchdown pass was going to be before he retired, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think that's what we have in disc golf with the like Paul Ricky. Like, you know, maybe that is officially done. We don't, you know, maybe we're just not realizing that. So, all right, Matt, hit it. Dang, Corey really gone. Rip.
This guy's out of
Corey
here.
gone. That actually is sad. Yeah, I am going to sell. I had a couple different ones, but now I'm kind of cooked. I can't think of the
Hey,
best
you
one.
can you can say them both and we wait for Corey to get back. Just kill some time here.
That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, so I'm gonna sell I'll start with I'm gonna sell current baskets for. Have you guys seen the videos of them like basket testing for 2024?
Yeah.
No.
They're trying some new stuff. I don't think it's gonna be a huge change by any means, but that's we're actually doing something different. We're doing something unique, and now we're echoing through Corey's thing.
No, it literally switched my audio to my speakers somehow. Hold on.
Wait a second.
What is happening?
Taylor's
Am I
cooked.
good? Am I good?
I might be
You're-
cool.
Now you are. What happened?
My laptop I don't know, overheated or something.
Taylor's currently
That was crazy.
Well,
Brixton,
that happens when you run Windows 95.
yeah, Brixton, you said who's going to step up and really experiment with baskets? I don't know how much there is really experimenting, but it looks like Gateway was doing some interesting stuff. There's the company, it's out of New Zealand or something, that every pro that's played on their basket is like, hey, these are super good. And they just kind of look like, I don't know what's going on with the chain configuration or what it might be that they're saying it's really good, but they just look cool as well. They have an interesting, like, instead of a flat bottom, the bottom curves in a little bit. I think
It
it
looks
helps
natural.
support. That is a great word for it. That is an amazing word for it. It looks
Yeah.
natural. So I think they're trying stuff. I'd actually be curious to get one of those. I might have to. I need another one. So just to
I've
see
always
what it's
been
like.
curious why the top isn't rounded either.
Yeah.
Because you can't land on it and it counts. So what's the point of having it? Like,
Oh, you're saying like rounded above the top so that it slides off if it landed on
Like-
the very top?
yeah, the band, like above the band, should kind of be domey
Oh, I see what you're saying.
in general.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you miss, you miss.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
No, you're right. Yeah, that doesn't really change anything. That's the type of experimentation that's not going to directly change anything. But you know, it can mess with some stuff. It can be a little bit interesting. But no, that's my sell. I'm selling these old baskets. Let's try some new things. Let's try stuff out because it's just interesting. It's just fun. It's cool to see players testing, players involved with that, and have some idea there. But Taylor, are you back? Are you back with us? Oh, he is not back
I
with us.
can hear
I
you.
can't hear
We
you.
can't hear you. This is so sad.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what
Oh,
happened.
I'm back in OBS.
You left. Don't know what was up with that, and then I don't understand what happened with Taylor. Now we're all cooked in
Am
general.
I back here?
Yeah.
He's back.
Okay.
Hooray.
Yeah, I don't know what Corey did, but my audio just got destroyed.
Okay, on my end, my laptop must have because I had the laptop down, so I
Yeah.
wonder if the heat wasn't dissipating.
Hmm.
It definitely overheated because it's really hot, but my whole screen acted like I had a power outage. Like it was just so that was crazy.
Oh man.
All right. Now that we're all back, let's
back.
keep this cruising. We got through ourselves. We're good.
Yeah,
What
so
do we got next
we
for
will we'll wrap up with a game while I click every button on Corey's audio settings and Video Ninja to not break everything. Hold on, I realized he was super quiet. Okay, so I have compiled the past 6 years of the top PDGA earner in that year, as well as how much they earned. So what we're going to do is a little bit of a two-phase game. So we're going to start out rotating through whoever is the first one to correctly identify who the player was will get a bonus kind of point off their total differential. But the real game here is once we figure out who that person is, we are all going to take a swing, or you all are going to take a swing at how much they earned in that year. And however, close you are, you obviously want to be as close as possible. Each year, your differential will build up. You get the bonus taken off for getting them correctly. And then whoever is the closest to the total will be the winner.
We're cooking.
We're cooking. So I think for the order of operations for who gets the first swing at the player, we're going to do reverse order of the points, which I believe will be Corey, Tyler, Matt, if I'm not mistaken.
You're correct.
We did not.
We didn't even touch
announce
on our
that.
points.
We didn't even touch on the points.
We
we have
did a
to
quick
do it
points
after.
recap.
You want to do it now or after the game?
We'll do it after the game. We'll do a quick point.
No, let's just do it next week.
Okay. Yeah, let's.
We don't have
could do it
anything going
next
on.
week. We could do a full episode of recapping all our picks and the events. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah,
That would be kind of
See?
fun. Yeah, let's take through
There
that.
you go.
Let's do that.
Good job, Corey. All right.
Hey.
So we are going to start off with, should we start at the beginning or the end? You guys want to start with 2024 or start with 2019?
Let's start recent to latest.
All right, Corey, you get the first shot at who was the top earner in the PDGA in 2024.
Ooh, who do you think?
I think
You got to say the dollar amount.
it was Ganon.
It was Ganon. That's for the bonus. And then all of us collectively here are going to put in our guess. I keep saying all of us. You three are collectively here going to put in your guess for how much his total earnings were.
You on Discord or what? How are we doing
You
this?
can just say them out loud. You
Okay.
could say on Discord too. Do we want the element of surprise or do we want to say them out loud?
Element of surprise.
All right.
Element of surprise.
Hit
All
me
right.
in the Discord.
Are we just only going to like per grand, or are we breaking it down even farther than that?
I'm just rounding up to the nearest grand.
Yeah, I would say that is up to you.
Okay. Okay, smiley face. It's fine. This is such an awkward, quiet type.
In other news, while everyone's quiet, I just want to say everyone's content they've been putting out in this group has been really good, and I've watched every second of it, and that makes me very excited. I like seeing my friends doing well and being successful. So
I will say,
Thank you,
shout
Tyler.
out to,
I'm very excited for you to film a 9-hole round with a torque.
I
So I
this
can
could
edit
be the
it.
best content of all time. I think.
Remember how your cousin was supposed to edit all your videos?
Corey's
Remember
your
how
cousin.
I offered?
Corey's your cousin now.
I'll be your cousin, dude. I can be your hero, baby.
I know. I don't. Yeah. Anyways, that's a whole nother story.
All right. Somebody
So
played
wait,
the
the
draft music. The picks are in. So the total that Gannon-Burr won in 2024 was $211,432. So we had Tyler in with $210,000, Corey in with $212,000, and Matt with the zesty $211,500. So Matt
knew
was
it.
$68 off.
Cheater.
Yeah, there's
Pumpkin eater.
definitely some recency bias in this one. This will heat up
You're
as we
garbage,
move
kid.
on. Potentially right here, this will heat up quite a bit. So we'll go in to Tyler, Matt, back to Corey in that order, rotating of who was the top PDGA earner in 2023.
I'm gonna say Calvin.
It was not Calvin.
I'm cooked.
Ricky?
It was not Ricky.
Chat, I'm cooked.
It
Corey.
wasn't Ricky.
Yeah, see that really threw me.
Don't say
for-
anything, Matt. Just let Corey struggle.
Oh, I have
it was.
such a question to ask, but I can't ask it.
Shh.
The answer to your question is no, because I know what your question is.
Okay. He insists.
I'm in his brain right now.
Is it MPO?
Top
Or are we only
top PDGA
Are we
earner.
only doing MPO?
Top PDGA earner. In any
Kristen.
PDGA sanctioned division. It is Kristen Tatar.
God damn.
I was pretty shook by this as well. But yeah,
No, I'm not shook. I remember this from last year, but I thought Ricky beat her by like a couple thousand.
yeah, that is what an accomplishment. Gotta say.
Yeah, that is actually goated, but all right. Now we're now
Yeah,
so Corey gets
DM me the number of so Corey is at 2 bonuses so far. He is $2,000 closer off his total. Shout out.
Can I get that in dollars?
Yes, actually. I'll Venmo you right after this.
the Venmo right now. I think I'm
Well-
so far off there, but
While it's very quiet, I just want to talk about the sector being the most comfortable frisbee I've ever gripped.
guys, this composite plastic you get fingerprints in it because it's so clean and clear.
All right, so
It's
we have
amazing.
the guesses are in, the picks are in. Tyler at 140, Corey at 118, Matt at 120. So definitely in a similar ballpark. The total was $116,000, or $137. I also just said that terribly, but rip in the chat. Rip in the chat for my brain. So we're moving. Corey's 2 for 2 so far. We're moving down to 2022. It'll go back to Tyler, Matt, and then around to Corey till we get the top earner in 2022.
So I get to go again.
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, 2022. 2022 winner was Paul that year. I'll go with Ricky.
It was indeed Ricky Oisaki in 2022.
Yeah.
Solid guess. So
Yeah.
feel free to hit me in the DMs for how much Ricky earned in 2022.
Now it's all about guessing.
Yeah.
Now it's how much did things change over the years, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the picks are in: Tyler at 109,000, Corey at 88,000, and Matt at 170,000. So there's some differential cooking up here. We're starting to divert a little. The actual total
170, Matthew?
in 2022 was $105,000, 105,776. So pretty spot on from Tyler there. Could be making a dark horse comeback
Very
right
nice,
now. Could be
very
making a
nice.
dark horse comeback.
Listen. I thought Ricky set the earnings record at 170 one year. I don't know why I thought that, but if it was going to be a year, it was going to be the most recent year.
That
he
is
won.
true.
So that's what I
You
read.
can't argue with that
But-
logic.
Unfortunately, I started at the incorrect spot, but the logic was sound.
The logic was indeed there. Okay, so that will be back to Matt then for 2021.
Okay. Was it Paul Macbeth?
It was indeed Paul Macbeth. We got some good memories in here. 2021 was a very good year for Paul Macbeth. So feel free to hit me in the DMs for how much P McB made in 2021 PDGA winnings.
Who's putting in all the zeros?
Chat, sorry.
Hey, I appreciate that.
It's him and his new keyboard.
That's the
All
only
right, the picks are
unfortunate
in, the
part.
picks are in. In 2021, we've got Tyler at $126,000, Corey at $99,000, and Matt at $110,000. Some good gaps here as well. Paul in 2021 earned $90,000, 9403. So kind of just continuing this downward trend. Now we're going to get into a pretty, as Matt would say, zesty year in 2020. If you don't remember, the coronavirus existed in 2020. So there were not a ton of tournaments that happened. We stopped at Waco. I can't remember exactly when we picked back up, but there's definitely a large event that was won in 2020 that I think is contributing
They
to this
definitely
total, but
played Ledgestone and beyond.
yes.
That's what I remember.
So Tyler got that correct. It will be back to Corey.
So Matt got it correct. So Corey's up.
Yeah, okay. You're right. I was cooked all around. Corey, Tyler, Matt, in that
I
order.
understand how we're
Corey is the first pick.
I thought it was whoever's closest. I realized it's because I guessed right. All right, go ahead. Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna go Ricky.
It was not Mr. Richard.
Paul Macbeth.
Was also not Paul Macbeth. Confused faces strike the crowd for the audio listeners.
Yeah, confused fake. Was it Eagle McMahon?
It was not Eagle. Solid guess though.
So we keep going, or are
Yeah,
we?
just
Yeah.
keep ripping it.
Did we
keep
get it
ripping
right?
Okay.
I'll at some point I'll give you a hint and put you out of your misery, I think. But we'll go at least one more full round.
Calvin.
It was not Calvin.
I need
Kevin
a good and meaningful guess from Tyler.
Do we have a like a USDG? Do we have a USDGC that year?
There was a USDGC that year.
Okay, who won that? All right, so we've said Ricky, Paul, Calvin, Eagle. Who was like decent then?
Kevin Jones.
He won that year. That was his first win. I remember that. I'll just say Nico.
Not Nico. Solid guess though. It's out there.
Okay, so it's back to me. This is our
Is it, all right. I'll give you a hint since we're at two full turn. So Tyler did kind of guess at my hint of the winner of USDGC is the top earner for 2020. I think that was probably one of the biggest cash prizes of that year. So 2020 USDGC winner. I love these moments when I listen to podcasts because I'm the person that's just like screaming. Like,
Yeah, if you're
it is,
screaming at
'cause-
the pod, come join us live and you can scream at us there too. I have no
I know who it
clue
is.
won it.
Shoot.
And Tyler knows who it is.
Did you look at it?
Did you look it up? Tyler has a bad history of looking stuff up on the web in the middle of the game.
Come on. Why do we keep saying that?
Happens
It's the
once, it can
crave,
happen
man.
again.
That crave.
Yeah, it's that freaking crave. We can never trust you after the crave, Tyler.
The crave
I have
incident.
the crave incident in 2024. I have no idea. It might have been 2023. I don't know. Anyways, I have no idea. I can't
Try
even
to bring
think
that
of.
game back, the Foundation Top Sellers for the
Yeah,
certified
Rob's
ad
up
read
for
on
that
our
one.
podcast.
Yeah. I just have to say a name that I know isn't true. Big Germ. I know that's not actually true, but I have to
it
get a
was
name
not Big Germ.
to get
It was
past.
2017, I think.
Yeah.
I wasn't that far off.
No,
Then.
Sexton was 2017. Germ was like 20 earlier than that, but around that ballpark. I can look it up.
Maybe
got time.
2012. Is it back? So are we giving anyone a guess?
Corey, Corey
It
than
was
me.
Corey, and
Corey, go
then-
ahead.
Yeah, Tyler.
I 1000% remembered who
2016
Oh,
for Big Germ.
I was gonna say, and it was like back-to-back years.
okay. That's not that far off then. That's at least a guess in the general field without being really
Yeah,
close.
that's not terrible.
So the reason why I remember who it was is because I remembered the guy who won it the year before.
This is a
then
surprising winner of USDGC.
I think it is too.
Nate Doss.
Was not
Oh,
Nate Doss,
no.
but how sick
Taylor-
would that be?
That was so misleading. It really wasn't that off.
I was gonna say Nate Doss regardless.
Corey, who's the guy you've wanted to win all season?
Nate Doss.
That is not true.
Aaron Gossage.
Your second
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, good.
Oh, Chris.
It was. Yeah,
It was
Chris
CD.
Dickerson.
I was
Chris
gonna
Dickerson.
guess CD, but I
I
couldn't
gotta say
remember. if he actually
surprising
won.
USDGC winner. It's like the sidearm. At least back then, everybody said it was the sidearm course, and then Chris and
Is that
James
pre
won. So.
Discraft?
Yes,
Prodigy.
that was Prodigy.
Okay, that's
yeah.
probably why.
All right. So
was-
how much? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I don't think this will affect anything. Did Conrad win in 2018 or 19? I thought he won in 19, but now I'm starting to think it was 18.
Well, if it's in 19, it's still within the challenge.
I know, but doesn't mean it's gonna.
2020.
result.
No, never mind. That 2021 was the Worlds. Yes, 2019 USDGC.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I remembered he won it in 19. I was like, who won it the year after?
All right, so we're sending you our Chris Dickerson guess right now.
Yes.
Oh, how much he won that year?
How many chicken tenders did Chris Dickerson buy in 2020 with his USDGC winnings?
Oh, do you think he's not eating chicken tenders now that he got a nutritionist for the upcoming off season? Or
That's
did?
actually, yeah,
Allegedly
I think
he
to
did.
deal with his hip issue, to like help
Yeah.
with that. I'm telling you, there are stroke swings occurring all over the place here in this challenge. This is getting electric. Guesses are in. We got Tyler at 84,000, Corey at 45,000, and Matt at 40,000. The actual number that Chris Dickerson won in 2020 was $46,000.
Oh my gosh,
46,
I'm not even
430.
close.
So yeah, so
forgot
things have been
COVID.
swinging here. We have been swinging around. So we've got our last one, our last contestant,
We're swingers.
2019. We are swingers on this podcast, certified. 2019 was a good year for somebody, and they won the most money in the PDGA. I think we are back to Matt for the guess here.
Paul and Beth?
Freaking
It was Paul Macbeth. Solid.
Come on now.
Dude, you have the stinkiest face saying that. Well, back.
Paul
I
Macbeth.
was like, bro, we get back there. I know who I can trust. Okay. I just sent my guess in.
Now I probably undered it.
Tyler, did you forget that you only had half the season? Popped an 84 grand out. I'm like, good night, brother.
I don't know. No, I even was gonna say I don't know. I don't know. What I was thinking.
Bro's so old he forgot about COVID-19.
Well, we didn't play the other tournaments. So we're just going to add all of those for
All of the
USDGC.
pooled prize, yeah, to USDGC. Okay, we have this is electric. We got Tyler and Matt both at 65,000 for 2019, and then Corey in at 79,000. Paul Macbeth in 2019 earned $57,000. So I'm not gonna lie, literally, Corey is a dark horse. Man, this turned in from stroke swings to like not even close. So the total amount off that this actually factually accurate. Yeah. So Tyler was off a combined $106,000. Matt was off a combined $89,000, and then completely Corey comes in at $13,000. After his Mario Party bonuses, he's at 11 grand. That is pretty insane.
That's pretty insane, actually. Wow. And this guy
I kind of know my stuff.
I've been saying it from the beginning. He acts like he doesn't know this stuff, and I know he knows.
The big one, 2021, was only $9,000 off. I think your biggest swing was the most in 2019 was 21, and then 17 in 2022. Whereas the other fellows here, like Matt was off 64,000 in a year.
Yeah, my idiot was off like 40,000. Yeah.
In all honesty, I knew Gannon's. I remember.
Matt did allude to the answer earlier in the show, but yeah.
Yeah. I remember Kristen's after figuring out that it was Kristen. And then from there, it was kind of just, hey, what's a normal price or normal amount?
I wouldn't know.
What's a generally medium salary for most
you just got to walk that back each year.
And then, you just keep going back. Awesome. Good game, Taylor. Good game.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that was a fun one. Anybody else got anything to fit into this episode? We're right at an hour. I think we got a solid little episode here.
I can't think of anything. Speaking of our sponsor and mentioning that, chat, I kind of forgot we do have a discount code in which we do receive money. No, not a discount. We have an affiliate link for Foundation Discs. If you use it, we get a little kickback. So if you would do that, help us out.
Never seen that before, but
I kind of forgot we had it. I set it up like a month and a half ago. We talked about it in 2 episodes, and then we forgot to talk about it. But go use our affiliate link. That's it. That's all I have.
A shout out to Foundation Disc Golf for making debate night and putting us all in a similar Discord to start this podcast. Go use the affiliate link if you were going to go shop at Foundation anyway. Get your Frisbees from there, and we will see you guys next week. We'll be right back.
Love y'all.
We'll see you guys down the fairway or whatever he says. Well, yeah, that is it. I love when Taylor slaps his hand over his hat. And every week it's a shirt or a hat. That's the funniest thing.
So did everyone watch episode 1 of the reality series?
No.
I did not, no.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's
not as good as you hoped it would be.
Yes. Mainly because I have like a very good directorial brain.
Not to flex.
Not to flex like that, but
well, no, just in general, like there's certain little things. Like at the very end, they kind of all talked as a group, but they did it at the table in the office, like in their like offices. And I feel like because they bought an Airbnb specifically for this, they should have done like the thing where they all individually sit on the couch like a reality show.
Get the interviews in.
Yeah, and they did the interviews like while they were playing, because it's worst shot doubles or worst shot group,
worst shot collegiate doubles.
Sure, yeah. Worst shot collegiate doubles imposter. And the whole thing is about imposter. So I wanted it to cut back to like them sitting on the couch and like doing the reality thing. But that's not. Yeah.
No, it's just going. No, I haven't watched it, but I watched like 5 minutes of it, but I haven't watched any from there. So that's it. But I'll have to watch it.
Nope, I'll watch it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is definitely an extreme.
Very nice.
Really?
Through it today. Yeah. I literally identical. Except it's very because it's like the 3D printed, it's super flexy, which makes it more comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh
Mhm.
man. But it still skips. It still does
Oh,
all the
baby.
things. Still I can't tell if you're happy or not, dude.
I am happy.
You're like, yeah.
I
Okay,
swear the
okay,
past like
okay.
4 episodes, Tyler's just been depressed, man.
I
Okay.
know, dude.
Okay, listen. If I'm being all honesty, I'm working towards a promotion. It's at the end of the year. I haven't heard an update about it, and I'm sick right now. That's the other part. And so is my entire house.
That's
Life's
tough.
not the best in here. So the problem is, oh gosh.
You see that color?
Honolulu Blue.
baby. Go Lions. Except Jamison Williams getting me 0 points last week in fantasy, and now he's suspended.
Guys, I would have beat my buddy in fantasy and continued like a 7-1 streak or 6-1 streak, but I forgot to put a defense in, and
That's tough.
nothing has been more embarrassing.
I traded away Justin Jefferson today.
Well, I'm about to buy a $20 Jared Goff jersey.
Let's go.
Yep.
I'm
But I think I'm gonna get it custom, so it says his full name on the back, Jared Goff.
I love that. I saw somebody do that with the Justin Jefferson jersey. It was so funny
Yeah.
in my brain for some reason.
But everyone's chanting Jared Goff. Like literally concerts, hockey games, baseball games, everyone's just yelling Jared Goff.
All right. Sorry, I gotta go. Something's going on. Sorry, guys. Bye.
Okay.
All
Love you,
Bye.
bye.
Love you.
I was about to ask him if he has seen the Evelina Solon and Swirly Star Destroyers that are coming out right now, but it's okay. I guess I'll just kill
another
myself.
day. Yes, I'll just end my life instead.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Brixton, if you're still in the chat, I will personally redesign the baskets.
I like those. What are those? Anyone remember the New Zealand like weird baskets? Anyone remember the name? Is?
RPM. I think they were at
RPM.
the test.
Yeah, they are the
RPM
RPM
Helix,
baskets,
I think. Something like that.
Dude, how much are these? Because I need 2 more baskets to finish my course,
They do look sweet.
and they look so good.
Apparently, everything that I've seen, at least like people talking about the basket testing, like low key, there's a gateway basket that is like insane.
Yeah, that's what I saw the clip of. GST.
Where,
Chat.
like all the chains are different weighted depending on how close they are to the pole or something.
Yeah, that actually is. Bro, give me a GST exchange rate. Tell me how much this freaking is. Why the
See, I still don't like the top.
Wait, I'm so confused. In stock, US dollar sign EXCL GST. Is it US dollar or is it this weird dollar?
You didn't. I don't think there was.
That is
what are you talking
confusing. I just looked it up as well. Yeah, the price is listed as US $487 EXCL GST. What does that mean?
It
Excluding
has-
global sales tax.
Ah, he got it.
That's just my guess. I don't know.
$487
I don't
for
know
a
what that
basket.
actually means.
So it's like $500.
It's like $500 a basket.
Goods and service tax. So you have to like import it. I guess they have to pay like
Yeah, that's
taxes on
importing
that,
fees.
so, yeah, that's tough. How the Pro
Yeah,
Tour get their handle? Like, is this actually are we just going to import? Like, I guess the Pro Tour could just take 18 of them and just roll around the courses and put them in.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy that Gateway is like sneakily taking over disc golf.
Gateway's low key sick. I gotta say.
Yeah. Like it's weird that they're not really talked about, but they are because it's like they make everyone else's
I
stuff.
say I think it's because they don't care to like make discs for other people.
Yeah.
Like the whole trash panda thing. They're like, we want to make a really weird disc, and Dave's like, hell yeah, bro, let's do it.
I've been doing this for a while.
Let's run it. All right, fellas, I'm not going to lie. I'm about to start uploading the edited podcast to YouTube, and my internet will absolutely poop itself when I do that. So I'm going to take the stream
I
down.
will switch it over and I will make you a thumbnail. So don't worry about either.
Yeah, what I'm uploading, and I'll make it private on the Unfinished Business account, is just the edited episode, because that's how much effort it takes to just cut and paste in like the intro and outro. But
Right.
yeah, if we can like just like title and thumbnail that bad boy up.
That's fine. I'll get it taken care of.
Nah,
Talk to
I'm-
Jason.
Tomorrow, so.
Shout out
Talk to
Jason.
Jason.
Jason's the man.
Talk to Jason.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get one. Let me get one of those things.
Yeah.
I want to get just like a box of Nexi and film a video and just like sitting on a T-pad and throwing at it until I ace. I feel like that would be.
He's
solid
sending me
content.
he's sending me one more of yours just in case you ace before I do.
Let's go.
Which is good.
Prepped for the giveaway.
I haven't been able to go out. I think I'm going to go out tomorrow.
Yesterday
at
was the
lunch.
first time in a while that I went and tried, and I once again thought I was going to skip into the basket, and then it just stuck into the ground and did not skip.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Doomsday Disc makes their own baskets.
Bro, I don't know what Doomsday
the way,
Disc does, but
Just randomly found it.
dislike them.
Who does?
Heavy duty basket. Doomsday Discs.
Oh, Doomsday. Yeah, someone was talking about Doomsday baskets.
So like
I just need to
the
acquire.
AliExpress basket.
I need to acquire baskets relatively fast.
Yeah.
Oh, those are
Okay,
that's
did
like
you
a
see
solid-
that-
That's a big basket. They have like a cheap basket.
Did you
Yeah,
see
too,
that
guys.
one video that Broderick did where it was like the weirdest baskets in the world
Yeah.
and he ended up acing?
Yeah.
I like that idea, but if it was better.
What do you mean
I
by
like
that?
the
Speak
video,
to that
but
one,
I
brother.
wish it was done better.
Like if you look at the baskets, it looks like a weird egg with
Oh,
like
the basket. I thought you were talking about of the video.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
I was like,
no.
How's he?
I'm talking about the
chefing
basket. Like if they did the same concept, because there were certain angles that like the chains would catch if you threw it in this way, but if you came from the other way, it would most likely spit out because of how the chains were like put in.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link, Taylor.
Yeah,
They were the
let me
weirdest
look at that
baskets ever.
thing.
It
All right,
was
fellas.
it was like an ace video or something like that.
Bye,
But
bye,
I'm
Taylor.
gonna roll out of here.
bye.
Have a safe flight.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Have a nice trip.